Hello and welcome back to Exploring with Mr. G. That's the name that I decided to go with. Somebody said Explore with Mr. G, and that was a great name too, but I thought I'd add the ing to the end, Exploring with Mr. G. So that gives us a huge range of things that we can explore, from outdoors to cooking to gardening to all sorts of stuff. Projects, everything. So you may notice that my jaw's a little bit swollen here. I had an infected tooth. In fact, I still do. That'll be taken care of about a week from now. Right now I'm on antibiotics to try to clear up the infection. I was actually in bed for a couple of days because it was extremely painful. So I'm out and about again though. So let's get started with today's episode. What I'm going to do today is we are going to try to get some items from the garden before the freeze hits tonight. Yes, it's going to freeze here in Hawking County tonight, and I don't want to lose the few things that I have left in the garden here. So let's get started.
This is where Mr. G screws up the format setting on the gimbal and doesn't even know this. Gimbal newbie. By the way, I'm Mr. G's unacknowledged sidekick, Art, Official Intelligence.
Here at the raised beds, and here we have some beautiful sage. I'm going to try to salvage some of that and let it dry. That's actually, I think, pineapple sage back there. Here we've got two different types of sage, variegated sage, and this is just your standard sage. Here we've got a lot of rosemary, and I plan on probably keeping that rosemary in this garden for a while yet. It will probably be fine with a little bit of freeze that's coming. Here's some more rosemary. Back here we've got some, not sure what this is. I think this may be, let's see. Yes, this is just catnip for the cats. That's what I thought. Here I've got a carpet of, let's see, what kind is it? It's mother of thyme. And there's some more thyme over there that's kind of low to the ground. Here's more thyme here. This is an English thyme. And these are the plants that I'll be saving. I'll show you what I do with them. Here's a lot of peppers. Here we've got a lot of chili peppers. Here I've got a few red habaneros that cropped up after the tomato hornworm got a hold of my peppers. And that was fine because I'd already harvested a lot of them. And the hornworm pretty much killed the pepper plants. But they came back, and when they came back, this is the second crop of peppers that they produced. There's a big hill of dirt there. What that is I compost most of our things from the kitchen, scraps from the kitchen. I'll show you how I do that. I actually use a composter made by Vitamix, actually, composter. And so we've got a few peppers here that I want to save. These big chilies I really want to save. We've got some, ooh, nice. These are, what are these? I want to say they're reapers, but they're not. They're a very, very hot pepper, but they haven't turned red yet. What are these? These are, oh, these are my boot jalokias. These are ghost peppers, but I did get red ones from it, but these will not ripen, so I will save the green ones there. I'm really into super hot peppers. I'm going to make some salsa for one of the episodes. These used to be green beans. Nothing to salvage there. To be honest with you, the rabbits got them. We got a million tomatoes that dropped to the ground here. I used all I could use. These are rotting on the vine. I was hoping an animal might come in and eat them. So these used to be peppers. The tomato hornworm ate them down to nothing, and that's fine because it was the end of the season and let the hornworms eat. They make beautiful moths. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how I get water to the garden. This bucket right here, you'll notice it has a cutout on the bottom edge here. I did that. And here is a sump pump and a long cord. Now, let's take a walk over here. And you might have noticed a hose hanging up right here. Looks a little unused, and that it hasn't been used much, to be honest. We've had the right amount of rain throughout the summer that I didn't have to water hardly ever. But when I do have to water, this hose goes down along here. You can kind of see it here. We're following it. Following the hose through the trail here. And it makes its way to where I can get to the creek. That's right. Then I just set that bucket in a deep section of the creek, like maybe behind this tree that's getting washed away by when the creek gets up high. So I'll set it in there, it'll collect water, and the sump pump will pump the water through the hose over to the garden. So I use creek water to water the garden. The only thing that I took out of the garden were all of the peppers. And I'm going to go back up to the cabin on a different trail, because this is a trail I haven't taken you on yet. And this actually does lead back to the cabin from my small utility shed. I'm going to show you what I do with these red peppers. I like to string them up, and when I string them, we'll do that in the cabin. Use a needle and a thread, string them so that I can hang them and let them dry, and then I'll use those throughout the winter for chili and you know, Asian dishes. I put these 3 little scarecrows up and a bunch of pumpkins down there, little pumpkins, a couple big ones. There's a metal flower that I found at a festival throughout the summer. Now let's head in to the cabin. Many different ways I can get in. I could go up the steps there, the steps you saw earlier, or, oh, there's another Halloween. Salem Witches Secret Meeting, October 31st, midnight. Familiars welcome. Ooh, sounds scary, doesn't it? Ah, there's a kitty. Let's see, Twixie. Hi, Twixie. So that entrance takes you into the basement. Still playing the drums. Here's my mode of transportation to get back in the woods. There's Cindy with another cat. I think she brought her down to give her medicine. Couple beagles. Might as well meet the dogs and cats now. Hey, there's Dixie. Say hi, Dixie. Say hello. No? Okay. Let's see Autumn. Where's Autumn? The basement's kind of cat land. There's Autumn. This is where I've got all my toys and games displayed that I invented. I don't know if you knew it or not, but Mr. G is also a toy inventor. Most of these are no longer on the market, but maybe you have one of these toys or games. There I am on the box. I no longer invent because my partner Jerry there, he passed away from cancer several years ago, about 6 years ago actually. And so we closed up the business. But some of these you can still get. You can probably still get Dodgeball and Iron Seek and the Fling Force Rocket on Amazon. So there's Jerry and I again on a deck of cards from a toy and game fair in Chicago. Here, let's see who else we got down here. Who else can I show? There's Autumn. Now, Autumn, she loves her picture taken. Don't you, Autumn? Mm-hmm. Obviously. Let's go see who else did I miss. Here's another kitty down here. I don't know if you can see the kitty. That's Tumbleweed. Say hello. Say hi, everybody. Yeah, she likes to. She just got medicine, so she's kind of hiding out. Let's go see. Oh, there! Look who's in the little dog, kitty door, the little kitty entrance to the basement. That is Willow. Well, let's go upstairs. And, oh, wait a minute. We forgot about. There is Snickers. Looks a lot like Tumbleweed back there. They're actually, yeah, they're sisters. So, okay, come on. Let's go upstairs. Oh yeah, I was telling you that I compost, and this is what I compost with. Cindy and I, we save scraps, table scraps, and whenever we cut vegetables and peel potatoes, whatever, this is what I use. This is a Vitamix food cycler, and overnight it will make a bucket full of dirt out of a bucket full of junk. And so here's what I got out of the garden. And next we will string all of the red peppers and these not quite ripe, what did I say those were? Ghost peppers. I'll just eat those on a sandwich or pizza or something like that. So we'll see. Okay, what I want to start with is I want to take each pepper and pick them off the stems. It's just easier to pick them in the house than down at the garden. And once these are all picked, we'll start to string them. And I'll show you how that's done here. I just use an ordinary needle and thread. And oh boy, I'll definitely be editing this video because it'll probably take me 2 hours to get this thread through this needle. Not one of my favorite things to do. I thought it was already in there, but I guess I'm wrong. Uh-oh, thread's getting caught on the... Still trying. Ah, finally. Success! I hope my jaw isn't freaking you guys out too much. I know it's huge. But hey, I'm working on it. Working on getting that tooth not infected anymore. Okay, I'm going to start stringing now. I'll show you how this is done. Let me make sure I've got a lot of thread because I want to be able to hang them up. So we take the pepper and just the end of it here, we just poke anywhere. I like to go near the top edge. I like to poke it through here and then pull the thread through and then go to the next one. Uh-oh, we got threads kind of tangled. There we go. And then we go to the next one, push it through the top. Looks like we had a tomato hornworm try to eat through that stem, but it didn't make it. So that's okay. There's two. And but we just keep stringing them like this. And then you'll end up with like a, what almost looks like a little pepper tree. And then you're all set. I'm going to string them and then I'll show you once it's finished. Okay, there we have it. The pepper string or pepper decoration or whatever. Perfect for Halloween, by the way. Excellent decoration for Halloween, even Christmas, or if you celebrate Yule like I do. This has both red and green peppers strung onto it, and they're all little chili peppers that would have all gone to waste in the garden had I not salvaged them and strung them up like that. Okay, I hung the peppers from a beam and we'll let them dry. A beam between the kitchen, which is a big mess now that I've been doing my stuff, and the upstairs and the wood burners nearby. So that's going to help. This is what we heat a lot of the cabin with, this wood burner right here. So that will definitely help. Autumn has her own pillow, as you can see. Isn't that cool? Hello, Autumn. And Autumn already has been trying to... What are you doing over there, Autumn? She's already trying to get into things and play with stuff. Don't play with that needle and thread. Come over here. She already tried to get to this. I'm sure she'll find a way to make the pepper tree fall. I don't think she can reach it. Here she goes. Whoa, big jump. You're not going to get that. Don't even try. Don't even try to get it. Someday I'll show you around the whole cabin, but right now I'm going to sign off, and I decided that my signature sign off will be, let me switch over to me. I'm Mr. G. See you next time.